Learn to live your own life. Learn to be by yourself. Learn to be independent. Learn to have a morning routine that just, encompasses you and what you want to do to make yourself feel better about today. Learn to not be dependent on your phone. Learn to not be dependent on anyone else. Now, why do I say this? Every space in your life that you feel with somebody else is every space in your life that you're going to have to grieve severely and feel a void in and fall apart to try and fill that void in and question who you are and question yourself and look at yourself in the mirror and question who you are when those people leave. We are very dependent and very quick to find ourselves depending on people when we know how uncertain it is that those people will be there tomorrow. How many widows do you know? How many people do you know who have lived up to 90 years old by themselves? Their whole family died and it was just them. And that is the reality of life. You're never going to have a solidification of self and the individual who can survive through the hardships and difficulties and losses and griefs of life if you do not have your own routine and you have not solidified who you are. And how do I solidify who I am? I wake up in the morning by myself and I say, thank God I'm alive. And then I do the things that I need to do to make sure that I can live a fruitful life. And I can live a life of sowing, great seeds. And I can live a life where I am full without people. Without people. Because nobody is your savior. Because if the moment that you make somebody else your savior in finances, in your emotional reliance and, emotional deliverance at this point, and in anything else, the moment that you do that, that moment when that person will leave, and they will leave, do not underestimate. It's rather you're leaving or they're leaving. But one of you is leaving. Rather in a casket or you're leaving. That moment that that person is gone, you will fall apart. I promise you're going to fall apart. You could have lived the best life. But the moment that your spouse dies and the things just start falling apart. Why? Because you never put systems into place that solidified who you were before they were. Who you were before the world and the identities you put yourselves in these communities and you identified with them before you were that person. Who were you and who are you? Who are you when the whole world falls apart around you? Who are you when nobody is on your side? Who are you when you're fighting all the enemies in this world? Who are you when you are in a vulnerable place and you know that the devil wants to lurk on you because the devil loves idle, vulnerable people? Who are you? That is why we need to be us first. There's nothing wrong. It is a blessing to have friends. But don't underestimate the difficulty of lives and how you need yourself in the hardest moments. Because it is you who will get up. Otherwise, you will give up on life. Otherwise, you will stay stuck for the rest of your life when things go wrong.